Hello everyone, welcome to the stream. More Baldur's Gate today, as usual. And we have been done with Kefrik. Finally. Last stream was really long. For no reason. Because I wanted to defeat Kefrik on it. So, now we have finally done it. Read all these notes and we go now to this portal to the surface.
I've been thinking on all. You saw Gortash, didn't you? What the fuck was he doing down there? Is all of this because of him? The tadpole, the absolute. How?
I don't know how this plot fits together yet, but we will stop him.
I was his bodyguard. I looked after him with my life. I trusted him more than anything. He gave me away to Zariel just for kicks. He ruined my life just when it was starting. And now he'll use up the entire Sword Coast. He has to die. And I'm gonna be the one who kills him.
Damn, she's angry. We'll do it together, whatever it takes.
He can't get away with what he's done. To me. To us. He won't get away with it.
Maybe he had some kind of reason to, though. We don't know yet. We haven't even spoke to Gortash. Not even a couple of words. Does Shadowheart have anything to say?
The shadows are losing their grip on these lands. Shah can indeed be thwarted. Comforting to know.
I see. I think that Fire Elemental takes his HP and he's so high HP because of the difficulty, if I had to guess.
I never saw myself as a banisher of shadows before. I was always more of a lurker in, historically.
I see.
Rest my weary head.
Let's talk to the maiden. She doesn't like the flame elemental though. I think it's fine. It should be, no? Maybe Shadowheart should talk to her instead. No, she just doesn't like the elemental, huh?
At the ready. My pleasure.
Oh,
Helen!
Isabel is back.
Isabel!
Arthur Morgan says, yo, what's up? Yeah, hello. Just started the stream.
My love. You were dead. I saw your body.
I'm here. And so are you. And my father, he can't hurt us any longer.
I dreamt every night that you'd come back to me. That somehow it was all a nightmare Dawn would undo.
I had no dreams at all. Nothing but darkness. And when I woke, my father said you were dead.
His soul was poisoned by the god of death. His sick devotion ruined him. But for all his sins, he brought you back to me. Are you all right?
I will be. And you?
In this moment, I want for nothing.
Oh. That's not how I expected it to go. Well, easy there.
Ah, there you are. This is Aelin. Aelin, this is...
Oh, but we have met. This is the soldier that freed me most valiantly from the Shadowfell. They watched my boot crush the very brain of villainy, and fought well against your changed father.
May he rest in peace at last, now that he's dead. I have more to thank you for than I knew. And we have much to discuss. Perhaps we could join you in your camp later?
Yeah, you'd be most welcome.
We look forward to it.
You there, Sharon. By the fires of your camp's hearth, we will discuss all we must.
I'll be ready. Whatever you have to say had better be worth your life.
That's pretty interesting.
Now, you will leave us. We must take succor in one another's bodies and words.
Aelin! We'll see you later.
What? Arthur, hello. Welcome to the stream. Nice to see you, man. So, we have finished up with Kefrik. We defeated the bad guy. One of the bad guys, actually. Now we just need to travel to the main city finally. But we won't quite get there, to be honest, I don't think. Which Viders has something to say now.
The shadows yet fester. The dead three united under cover of darkness. The balance shifts. There are depths to this alliance yet unplumbed. Consider, mortal. Do Illithids possess souls?
That's a difficult question. Forget that. What are you doing here, Withers? I'm not sure. Don't all living things.
No. Nor canst thou count mind flayers among them. Yet, the three amass an Illithid army void of apostolic souls that could imbue them with power. A flock without souls, yet to what end, mortal? This is the question thou must come to answer. Until such time, be availed of my services.
I'm surprised to see you. Why are you here? Actually, that's pretty interesting. If he indeed claims that mind flayers don't have any souls, so if everyone turns and they get what they want, what point would that be in doing that, basically? Since they can't make anything, they can't create anything, they only consume maybe, and that's it. What value is in such a civilization? Okay, why are you here?
Where matters of balance are concerned, I am eternally called.
Speak plainly, and isn't there more you can tell me?
No.
You seem to know a lot about the Dead Three.
Yes, Bane, Lord of Darkness, Baal, Lord of Murder, Merkel, Lord of Bones. Once judged, ascended, then vanquished, as one, and as three. The Alliance is reforged, mortal. The plains thus quake, and the gods shudder.
I see. Jahira maybe has something to say. Would she like to join us at our camp?
Our enemies spread like rub rot. Treat one patch, and two more bloom in its place. An elder brain, bound by lost Netherese magic, with servants of the Dead Three holding the chain. Reminds me of old times.
You've tangled with the Dead Three before.
Extensively. Mind flayers, too. But I never dreamed of seeing gods and Illithids working in consort. It is most disturbing. Take courage. We have killed a man who could not die, and stripped the Absolute's army of its general. You have a nether stone, and you're on the scent of 2 more. These Chosen have reason to fear you, and I would like to be at your side when you confront them.
I'll be glad to have you by my side.
Glad to be there. Falling foul of Ketherick convinced me that my grand adventures were behind me. That even if I survived, I should hang up my blades. But you convinced me otherwise. We ventured into darkness together. Now we've come out the other side. I'd say I'm feeling a little refreshed. When we reach Baldur's Gate, there will be even darker paths to tread. I will follow you wherever they lead.
I'll see you at camp.
How does it compare to a shadow-cursed inn?
A bit better, I
With the
think.
Absolute's army gone, the Risen Road should be clear. We can follow it all the way to Baldur's Gate.
Yeah,
There's
finally.
a Harper's safe house in Worm's Crossing. Denthelin's Dancing Axe. We do well to check in with them before entering the city proper.
Oh, I see.
Beyond that, our course is yours to set. I can recall how to take orders, as well as give them.
She says that's because she was your companion in Baldur's Gate 2. And 1. There's a flaming fist
You'd
sorcerer,
make a fine fist.
I guess. Halsin.
Thaniel rests well. He's healing very rapidly, now that Oliver has returned to him.
I'm glad I could help.
I knew I could put my faith in you. If only we had met sooner.
What happened to Oliver exactly? Did Daniel absorb him?
No more than my right hand can absorb my left. Oliver is helping Thaniel to recover. They both lie dormant, like trees awaiting spring. Once the curse is lifted, they can stand as one or as a pair. Whatever they wish. I hope they will remain as a pair. It will be good for them both to have a friend, once I'm gone. Still, I would like to return here someday. See Thaniel and Oliver again. In my meditations, or perhaps in person, if the Oak Father wills it. I hope he does.
So when will the curse actually be lifted?
I can't say for certain, but we'll see it come to pass long before this place recedes behind us. Don't worry. All is at hand. We can depart whenever you're ready.
I think we don't get to explore it while it has recovered. So what now? You've got what you wanted after all.
I have. But perhaps there is more that I want. Anyway, once the curse is lifted, nature can take its course without me. I belong at your side.
Okay, I'm glad to have you.
And I'm glad to be had. Glad to be with you, I mean.
Okay. Join.
Seems your ranks are quite packed. If some space frees up, I'll be ready for you.
I guess I'll see him at camp, as usual.
Like your mind. Any word on Thaniel? And the curse?
Last I saw you, you were bedbound. How did you make it here?
A flaming fist. A novice, actually. She dropped everything to make sure I made it here safe. Duke Elton would be proud of what the Order has become. A pity they cannot spare the resources to help you with Thaniel.
Duke Elton. Wait. I think Duke Elton is from the the first game as well. That's a familiar name. So he was in stasis for 100 years. And 100 years ago was about when Ballspawn Saga took place, basically. Baldur's Gate 1 and 2. That's pretty interesting. I don't suppose we'll see relatives of Duke Elton. Maybe Gortash is a relative of Duke Elton. That would be pretty interesting. I'm working on it.
Please, hurry. I don't know how much longer Thaniel can last.
What was it like in there?
In the curse.
There's another trader here. We didn't meet her. We'll take the poisons though. There's a book here on weapon coatings. Group of adventurers approached me, the Greens docile and earnest, and they needed my knowledge in alchemy to help them differentiate between weapon coatings. They claimed to be giant hunters. Taking pity on these well-meaning morons, I explained the section of the page has been ruined beyond salvage. Annotated in the margin, someone has thoughtfully made the following note. Poisons poison the target and sometimes inflict additional condition. Toxins deal damage over time. All these inflict conditions and can harm creatures that are immune to poison and toxins. I thought we would get a recipe for a coating or something. Doesn't seem like it.
In for a surprise?
Zorn scales. Remedial potion. Haven't seen that one before. And salamander tongue as well. Seems new. Oil of freezing. So it inflicts freezing or something. Thanks to their mindless appetite for heat, frost salamanders are often tricked by bronze-forged others. What's others? The others set a campfire blazing, and the salamanders slither toward it hungrily, only to be ripped apart for their alchemically valuable tongues. That's pretty interesting. Actually, all of the ingredients I think have an explanation to them. They're so scared of the thing. Quartermaster Tully wants to talk to us. Nichols is here as well.
It'll take time, but this tower stone will heal.
I see.
Moonrise has been cleansed. Baldur's Gate is next.
Did their companion die? Oh, he's alive actually.
It's a grim task, picking provisions from the dead. But the way I hear it, the fighting's not done yet. You need to resupply.
Yeah, I guess so. I need to sell you some garbage. She did pick it up from the dead. Everything. Tiluka's freezing sphere. Create a ball of churning ice that can be launched instantly to generate a frosty explosion or stored for later use. Interesting. Guess it's like a fireball you can store. That's interesting. Let's sell our unneeded stuff. The books I'll keep, maybe. This club I don't need, I don't think. Well, attack rolls against beasts. Moonlight Glaive. That's what Alien gave us. Came back. Sorry about that. I think the game has audio as well, which is nice. Beast Beckoners we can't really find a use for. I think it's better to sell the thing, to be honest. Hand axe I'll sell. Mirkulite, one of these I think I'll sell. Other one I'll keep. It says only in the mail hand. I mean in the main hand. I think you could dual wield this perhaps if you had dual wielding and lots of strength. It's not exactly for dexterity, so Astarion can't make use of it. Sell this. Sell this. It's actually quite nice of a price for it, I think. Considering that it has really no use for me. This is fine for now. I need to stash lots of the things I have. Or sort at least. That would be nice too.
This will come in handy.
Then again, these towers are much like the other.
Oh, it's a +3 shield to be. That's actually pretty good, to be honest.
My faith protects me.
And the Mighty Shield is +2 even. This is +3.
Find me.
Send it to camp. I think we should visit camp now. To talk to Jahira at least, maybe. Tara got scared by elemental.
Mr. Dakarios, sir. Why, you're back. I was quite terrified you wouldn't return. What happened in there?
I found the heart of the Absolute. It was an elder brain wearing a strange Nidari's crown.
We are heading to Baldur's Gate, aren't we? You've always been very positive about the selection of books in Sorcerer's Sundries. An opportunity for research, perhaps.
Perhaps.
You get all your best ideas from books, don't you, sir? Your worst ones, too. But it's worth the risk. For now, I'm terribly glad you're all right. If I'd lost you to a giant brain, the irony would have been intolerable.
I see. Wallow.
Ah, my God! Quite the cozy setup you have here. I'll just make myself comfortable. Thank you so much.
Has stuff that we sold to him. Will has something to say.
Gods be damned.
With that parasite in his brain, Father could wreak untold havoc in the Absolute's name. Should Baldur's Gate fall to the Absolute, every one of the coast cities will be ripe for the plucking. We're not just fighting for our cure. We're fighting for my father. We're fighting for the Gate. We're fighting for all of Faerun.
The Absolute's cult has Ravengard. Where will they take him?
Worm's Rock Fortress. All travelers to Baldur's Gate flow through it. It serves as headquarters for the Flaming Fist, and their commander, my father. The Absolute's army's on the march. Gods forbid a tadpoled Grand Duke throw open the gates for them.
What do you know about Gortash and Orin?
Orin? I'd never heard tell of, but Gortash I know. Or know of, more precisely. A self-styled strategic advisor to Baldur's Gate's peers. A bit player with dreams of a leading role, the way Father told it. He had no use for Gortash, and even less for his advice. I don't remember much beyond that. But where these Chosen are concerned, I have a suspicion we're about to know more than we'd like.
I see. Zoro said you can say what led to your pact and exile. It's time I know the whole truth.
Yes, but first, a question. If your home were under siege, what would you sacrifice to save it?
I won't give up my soul if that's what you're getting at.
It is. And I did. I was 17. Father, older Ravengard, had just been named a Grand Duke and was called away to Elturel to help settle a dispute. That's when the cult of the dragon made its move.
The cult of the dragon, a fractured religion. Some believers hold that undead dragons will inherit the world. Others worship the dragon goddess Tiamat and intend to summon her to Faerun.
The cult of the dragon had infiltrated Baldur's Gate. To what end?
To conjure the Dragon Queen and lay waste to Baldur's Gate. A 10-day after Father left, I heard a whisper as I slept. Duskhawk Hill. The Queen of Chaos awakens. Go alone. I grabbed a rapier and set out. There wasn't a cloud in the sky, yet not a single star was shining. There they were, gathered at the foot of the hill.
Your head tingles. Will wants to show you what happened.
Okay, allow Will to share his memory with you.
In the looming shadow of the mount, 5 groups of 5 figures each encircle a lofty totem. Atop each totem, a dragon's head is carved, and a massive orb held in its mouth. The cultists chant, first softly, then crying to the starless sky. There is a crack of thunder, a gust of wind, and a dragon's white head appears in the storm. As the maelstrom howls, Mizura's lips press to your ear. She will destroy Baldur's Gate. Grant me your soul, and I will give you the power to save it, she whispers.
She read the terms while 2 devils stood witness, and I said yes. 1 soul for 1 city.
Surely Mizora doesn't care about Baldur's Gate. Why would she want to save it?
She didn't. She came on order of her mistress, Zariel. Tiamat made a play for power. Zariel had other plans. That was the most Mizora's ever said. All that mattered was that she got her prize. Another pet added to her warlock menagerie.
It was a brave thing to do, sacrificing your soul to save the city.
I don't know that it was brave. I just know that it was right. The moment I agreed, I burned with the fires of Avernus and oozed the rot of Dis. The cultists choked on our poisons and burned from our flames. And when we were done, all that remained were 5 greyed orbs atop a pile of ash. My soul was bound, and my lips were sealed.
Is that how you lost your eye in the battle with the Cult of the Dragon?
It is. The one scar I ever bore of it. Mizora replaced it with a sending stone. She uses it to track my location and speak from a distance. I could flee to the spine of the world, or the depths of the lower dark, and still never shake her.
And what are you about your father, the Grand Duke?
He returned to an unsuspecting city and a wayward son with a smirking devil at his side. I tried to tell him the truth, but my mouth couldn't form the words. I'd led him to the battlefield, but Mizora had swept it clean. I showed him my stone eye, but he only turned away. After, he said only one word. Go. So I did.
It was brave what you did for the city.
I don't know that it was brave. I just know that it was right.
Why can you say it 2 times? We'll return to this subject later, I think.
I understand.
Oh, that's Shihira. High Harper of Baldur's Gate. She is what class? Doesn't say, I don't think. Yeah, I don't think she has a class yet. At least not while she's here.
I would not linger in this land over long. But whatever your business, I will aid you if I can.
It's nice she has plants around as well. Such a cool place for her. Let's see what Dame Alien and Zariel, Isabel, I mean, have to say. Zariel.
What do you know about me? You spoke of my past, being chased by wolves. I told no one about that. Almost no one. But I certainly didn't share that with you.
There is nothing I can tell you that you do not already know yourself. They trained you well, trained you hard. Chiseled away any part of you that did not fit their plan. They made you forget.
I chose to do that. For the mission to protect Shaz.
Secrets. Yes, yes, that is an old song, girl. Your goddess cares more for her precious secrets than she does her devotees.
Get to the point.
When you freed me, you severed a bond between me and that dog, Thorm. A bond of pain. His, inflicted on me. When I laid eyes on you, I sensed a similar bond. You, tethered to 2 others. Someplace distant. Let me help you remember.
You feel Shadowheart's mind tug at the edges of your own. You know this sensation. She wants you to see whatever is about to be revealed.
Let's see.
Your mind joins with Shadowheart's. Something pulls at you both, bringing you elsewhere.
It wasn't really a wolf. Your father, maybe?
You remember that it is a common rite among Zaluna's followers to send their children off into the woods to find their way home. Perhaps this time it had gone awry. It seems that one child never came back. She was taken.
What? Who was that man?
You already know. Did you not see yourself in him? Do you not recognize your own blood?
My father. That was him.
That is him. He lives still. And your mother, too.
No. It can't be. I'm an orphan.
And who told you that? Your adoptive family? You are not to blame. You were young, impressionable. They took you because they wanted to break and remake you. But you are a child no longer. You are a woman. One who knows what must be done.
My parents. I need to save them.
Does this mean you're a Selionite?
I don't know.
Your parents both followed the Moon Maiden. I could sense their faith, even in a brief glimpse of the past.
It is a tragedy that the Moon Maiden's right was perverted by Shah. Your future was stolen from you.
I'll help.
Your parents are with your abductors. You will need to return to their lair. But be warned. You may have once thought of them as comrades, mentors, friends, even lovers. They will all be enemies now. You have been forewarned for what is to come, but not yet forearmed. I was able to retrieve it before it sank too far into Shah's umbral domain. Shah is quick to discard whatever she has no use for. I think you know that well enough. But I felt it call to me as I took flight. Whatever Shah calls her own, Selûne has equal claim to. They are one and the same. Their power is matched and mirrored. Take it. You will find it useful. What you do with it, that will be up to you. Same as before.
I'll need every advantage, it seems. Thank you.
A debt repaid. You returned my life unto me. Now go and claim your own.
It hurts.
Shah torments you still. What a spiteful creature she is. This will not stop until you take action. See that your parents' sacrifices are not in vain. Allow the Moon Maiden to guide you at last.
That's kind of cool. You got the spear as well. It gives the advantage on wisdom saving throws and perception checks. You can see in the dark up to 12 meters. Plus 3 enchantment. A moonbeam spell and moon mote.
I'm ready.
Don't quite know if that's better than the blood of Lathander though. Maybe we'll switch the weapons every once in a while. Once we have used up the sunbeam, then we use the moonbeam. And that's how it goes.
So, it's a quest to free Shadowheart's parents, is it? And here I was, worried I'd be the only one with a difficult family reunion waiting in the city.
I see.
It shall be done.
Faniel is still here.
You did it. Catherick Thorm is no more. The Shadow's grip is broken. Soon, the land shall heal.
Seems like the sort of feat that might deserve a reward. Glad I could help.
Not as glad as I am. Nature moves at its own pace, and bestows its bounty when it sees fit. Give it time. A reward shall come to you when you need it most.
Arbella is here.
If Bowman says I'll be alright, I'll be alright. I just wish... I wish it was different. I wish Mum and Pops was here.
You've been so strong, they'll be so proud of you.
I don't feel so strong. Or anything, really. Just tired.
Nah, it's such a shame. Both your parents.
Poor Shadowheart. She's been jerked around so much. I want to believe the gods keep this world balanced, but sometimes I wonder.
Tell me more about your relationship with Gortash.
He got his claws into me early. I was a wild kid, brawling my way through the city. One of my mates got wind of a bit of work guarding some indoorsy type with lots of enemies. Seemed like easy money, so I went in for it. He took one look at me and said I was perfect. I like that. Not like that, you know. Just... it felt like a good fit. I kept him safe, and he paid me well. Well enough to move my folks into a better neighborhood and put something away for the future. My future. I respected him, trusted him. And he returned that trust, that respect. His life was in my hands, and I took that seriously. The whole thing with Zariel happened so fast. I had no idea what had gone down until it was over. One minute I was in Baldur's Gate, a happy, healthy, not quite kid. The next, I was burning up in Avernus with an engine for a heart. Zariel laughed. Said she paid him well for my services. She'd wanted to test her new machine, and he said I'd be able to handle it. He was right. Sometimes I wish he weren't. Evil, evil bastard.
Awful. We'll see Gortash soon enough. I can just rest with alcohol, why not? It seems. Where's the achievement though? No achievement.
Our very souls do echo.
I've been lied to. My whole life. And I was gullible enough to just believe it. My parents are alive, and I have to save them. I think a part of me always knew that. A part that Shah denied to me.
You've been forced to live a lie. At least now the truth is starting to reveal itself.
Indeed. But the truth may yet prove painful. Who knows what Shah still keeps from me? We'd better press on for now, and hope we're ready when the moment comes. But before that, there's one thing I need to see to.
What's that?
You'll see for yourself soon enough. Just leave it with me.
She has such cool armor now. The Sharan armor looks like, makes her look like a ninja of sorts. Kinda cool. Okay, let's set off to Baldur's Gate finally. I think we can just teleport here and go. Wait, the curse is gone. Is it really? Not quite, I think. Well, I don't think it's gone. You're about to progress your adventure. Once you move on, you may not be able to return. Make sure to tie up any loose ends before advancing. I think I have done that. Let me just make a save just in case.
The curse has been lifted. The land's cleansed of the shadows. Kethric's reign of living death is over. Your courage has been tested, and in this at least, you have triumphed.
Now I guess it's sunny when we leave, but not before that. Soundtrack is a bit weird. Sometimes I wish they would play a different note. Just one note, it would change the feeling so much. Make it so much more interesting. But I guess that we'll have to do. Why is he scowling like that?
Sergeant, if you are here, I presume Wern's Rock is secure, and preparations for my inauguration are complete.
No, Lord Gortash. We were interrupted. Another quake in the lower city. More severe this time.
So you came cowering to my chambers? I'm flattered, Sergeant. But even I cannot command natural phenomena to cease.
Forgive me, my lord. But there is panic in the streets. The people are afraid.
Perhaps the people would be calm if you kept your nerve. I expect better from the Flaming Fist than to run scared from a slight tremor in the earth. Get back to your duties.
Duties, duties, duties. Patrolling and saluting and following and bowing and scraping and yes sir, no sir, rip and cut your throat, sir. Your plan is falling apart, lordling. Give me a reason not to cut you to ribbons.
Control yourself, Orin. We need to focus on reuniting the stones or the brain will break free. These quakes are just the start. Neither of us expected the Prism Bearers to kill Ketheric. They'll be traveling to the city. Let's make sure we give them a Baldurian welcome.
I itch to peel you, to split your skin, to see your skull shine in the light. Little tyrant. Lucky for you, I harvested a whole family of living flesh in Rivington at high sun. They will sate my blade thirst tonight. Oh, but tomorrow, and tomorrow, and tomorrow, and tomorrow, my blades will thirst again.
Gortash is such an interesting character.
This should do nicely for a camp.
Very charismatic. I suppose he's a warlock of sorts.
Beyond the campsite, the city waits in uneasy silence, one sleep away.
What is this tower? I suppose this is Worm's Crossing.
Certainly.
Beautiful. What's this though? Actually, this may be Worm's Crossing. But I assume this is. Maybe this is part of Baldur's Gate, because it's not quite the city, but around it.
Shadowheart has found a little bit of herself again. Soluna cannot take all of the credit. She may have lit the way, but it is the cleric who took this step.
Now we are traveling together, I realize I don't know much about you.
That speaks well of your taste. I've heard my share of bad ballads about things I never did. If you have questions, ask. Just don't expect my answers to rhyme.
I think that's a reference to the Baldur's Gate novel. Because it was kind of bad, if I remember right. Is it true that you fought the Dead Free before?
It was Baal alone we faced in our time. And bad as that was, he had no elder brain for a lapdog then. Help won't come from the history books, or from any old tales I can spin you. This is your story to write. There. Have I fulfilled my role as your wise and wizened elder?
Please, you're only one of those things.
Don't tell me which. Against all life experience, I will choose to assume the best.
I see. I want to ask you something.
Ask it.
You mentioned you know something of Illithids.
More than I would like. In my youth, I was a brief and very much unwilling member of a colony's hive mind. I felt the way they think, saw the world as they do. Foul, unnatural creatures who find the foulness in us and twist it to their will. But then, who am I speaking to? You have far more experience than I.
Who are you speaking to? Maybe I'm the parasite puppet in the body.
Then, greetings, Sir Tadpole. I was wondering where all the questions suddenly sprang from.
Such a cool thing when the voice actor says a line that's kind of similar to what they said in previous games, and you feel that the same feeling that you got back then. Don't know how to explain it really.
Taken from the light to be raised in darkness. Your truth is finally dawning, Shadowheart. You can follow its light, or you can retreat back into dusk. The truth is finally dawning. Shadowheart can follow its light, or she can retreat back into dusk.
I think it broke something. He thought I was Shadowheart as he was speaking to me.
Shadowheart was no true child of Shah, merely a captive. She must have her vengeance.
It's all about vengeance, I see. Just like, let's just go kill somebody, what the fuck?
All's well, I hope. Aside from
What the hell are we doing? I want to talk about all that's happened for us, to us. Actually, it might be worth talking to her. I found out you can give her the Night Stalk and she would remember something.
What's on your mind?
Maybe you cannot at this point.
Hey.
Hey.
Painful truths have been thrust upon Shadowheart. I believe she is strong enough to endure, but her path will be easier with our support.
That's true.
The gate is closed, as is Cazador. Cazador and his rite of profane ascension. An imperious soiree, attended by devils and spawn alike. A grand ceremony to honor one exalted vampiric master. And elevate him to an unfathomable station. To place him in a position of such esteem. The world will yearn to kneel and offer their necks.
It sounds as if you envy him. Not a bad place to be, I'd say. Let's go with that.
Then you've been thinking the same thing. If the time comes and I can stay one move ahead of him, I'll take his place before his blood can hit the floor.
So you'd kill to take that power from him. The others bound to the ritual.
What's a handful of the wretch's servants? If they're anything like me when I was enslaved, they're all but begging for death anyway. After 200 years of shit, pure shit! I think I deserve something better.
Don't get ahead of yourself. We don't even know if that's possible.
All I'm saying is, let's be clever about it. If an opportunity arises for me to become a more magnificent bastard than I already am, why turn it down? Let's find out more about the ritual before we waltz into Cazador's front door. If we track down my old comrades, the other spawn, we may discover more and be finely positioned for yours truly to ascend.
I see. Well, the information will be useful. You'll find the other spawn.
If we don't find my brethren, they'll find us. Likely with bared fangs.
Ah, I see.
We should get to them first. Then we can make their pretty tongues talk. Unless Cazador has changed their orders, they'll be in the dens of this town, seeking prey.
I wonder if there's Underdark in this area. I don't suppose so. But I guess we'll find out.
There you are. I have awaited your arrival with great anticipation. Come closer.
What? What is it?
Feel my voice rattle your bones as I proclaim our victory. Moon Maiden Selûne, hear me. Ketheric Thorm, traitor, apostle of Merkel, is dead at last. My mate, Most High. Darling Isabel is safe and well. Safe and well, and return to my embrace. Blessings upon the slayer of the Wicked One.
I'd have taken gold over a prayer. Where is the serial light, the moon magic?
Listen to the subtle vibrations of the Moon Maiden thumping within your heart chambers, friend. She works her magic there. My darling Isabel says we will stay allied at your side. I am pleased to hear it.
How do you intend to spend your newfound freedom?
I am free from my bonds, but not my duty. The dead 3 are risen. The dead 2 remain. You must face them. I will help.
There's still a great deal about you I don't know.
Pray, ask, and I will tell.
Are you really Seluna's daughter?
Do I not radiate with my mother's brightness, her glory? There can be no doubt. I am of her silvered flesh, her celestial womb.
Would your mother be willing to aid us in the fight against the Dead Three?
Why, she already has. She has brought her sword to your side, Dame Aelin. So mighty are her wonders, her great wisdom. Together, we will set this fair land free of tyranny and murder.
Makes sense. How did you come to be trapped in the Shadowfell?
Ketheric Thorm, father of my one and only love, enslaver of Dame Aelin. Ketheric Thorm never did trust me, even when he worshipped the Moon Maiden. He was threatened by my love for Isabel, by her love for me. When she died, curse the day, the hour. We each of us mourned bitterly, but Ketheric's pain could be touched by no aid, no boundary. He turned to wretched Shah, the Lady of Loss, for relief, and she whispered into his ear, poisoning his mind. He and his loathsome advisor, Balthazar, lured me into the Shadowfell, claimed they'd found someone in need of my aid. There, they trapped me in their infernal cage. I was killed, murdered, made dead over and over and over by justiciars of every make and kind. I was reborn, for it is my nature, and Ketheric fed upon my immortality all the while. But lo, the brute is dead, and we live!
I see. What does Isabel have to say?
I can't believe it. I can't believe Aelin is here. And my father. I heard what happened. What he'd become. By killing him. You set him free. You set Aelin free. And me.
Aren't you at all sad about your father's fate?
I mourn the man I knew. He was wonderful. He raised me to serve Selûne as my mother, rest her soul, had wished. He was everything to me, all my life. When an emissary of Selûne came to our little town, we were elated. Dame Aelin, daughter of the Moon Maiden herself. Tell me, do you believe in love at first sight?
No, but it sounds like you do.
Guilty. The moment I looked at Aelin, I just knew I had to be with her. I was hers. That was it. Lucky for me, she felt the same way. But my father was skeptical. Aelin is immortal, after all. I understand it's strange. There's an imbalance between us, certainly. But I suppose loving Aelin felt the same as loving myself. It was natural. Then... and this is where I still need answers. I died. I'm not sure how, why, but all was black. Next I knew, I was being jolted awake. I smelled musty air, I saw shadows. And then my father's face. So changed. So hideously warped.
He had become the chosen of Mirko.
I didn't know that then. But I could see the change in him. He told me we'd be together now. Said that Aelin was dead. I couldn't speak. Could only run. I found last light within the shadows. Made a shelter there. Prayed my father wouldn't find me. By the time Jaheira came, I'd pieced together just enough to know I'd been dead 100 years. That my father was the source of the horrors plaguing this land. My home. I couldn't tell her who I was. I had to protect them. And myself. No matter what.
I see. Understandable.
It's all out in the open now. And with my father dead, I have nothing to fear. Except for Aelin. She needs healing. Rest. I'm grateful for your help, your friendship. I hope we won't intrude on your hospitality too long, but I'm grateful for a safe place to, well, just to be.
That's kind of cool.
Color me curious.
Let's finally rest and see about the gate.
The events of the last days weigh heavily upon you. Sleep's rest is slow to come to one whose mind is so full. The Absolute is not a god, but an elder brain controlled by the chosen of the Dead Three. They mean to use it to take control of the Sword Coast. All who carry the tadpole are governed by the brain and by extension the chosen. It will take but one order to transform them into an army of mind flayers. This would have been your fate too, were it not for the astral prison and the mysterious visitor inside of it. With her help, you have uncovered the cult for what it really is. A plan of conquest orchestrated by the gods of death themselves. Together, you have the power to thwart the Dead Three. If you follow this path to its end, the Elder Brain will not answer to the Chosen. It will answer to you. That you remain alive is a failure to Mystra. But if you were to lay hands on that crown, might she have reason to forgive you then? Would you even need her forgiveness? And what of the true souls? Will you liberate them from their parasites and religious delusions? Or will you use the power for your own gain?
I've witnessed the heart of the Absolute. I'm going to learn the secrets of that crown. All I want is to be free of the parasite. I'll do what is necessary to make that happen. I will succeed where Chosen will fail. I will dominate the world. I will free everyone of this evil. I will be the hero that saves Baldur's Gate. Let's go with that one.
You will not have long to wait. All you need to do now is sleep. But sleep is not for you.
The reckoning is upon us! The city thirsts for domination. March! Join my power.
We're under attack. Help me.
What's happening? 6 damage per turn, affected entity's brain being tortured. At the win of the Absolute, it receives -1 penalty to intelligence, wisdom, and charisma abilities, and takes 1 to 6 psychic damage at the end of the turn. What is Kfianki? Unarmored defense, unarmored movement. The monks.
Don't linger.
Them they strike pretty hard.
Fight your way to the portal. I need your help.
Tadpole needs their help. Damn it.
I'm heating up.
Should have blessed maybe instead. I don't even know if he have blessed, to be honest.
Gone with the weave. Step by step.
Saved. I knew it.
Let's end this.
Oh, really? Don't have much time. Maybe if Astarion can just walk out, everyone will be fine.
A better position. Heal me, damn you!
Yeah, seems so.
That thing's not going to hold together much longer. I'm here. Help me.
Enough
I'm under
sitting
attack.
around. Let's go hurt someone.
What's the story?
Hurry. I can't hold them back alone.
Whatever comes, I'm ready.
Oh, I have the magic touch.
Wits and blades, always sharp.
Doesn't seem like she can jump there for some reason. Okay.
Time for a cup.
Now this is my happy place.
Don't have a bonus action, unfortunately. Let's use Lacerate. It's fine.
It's not over. Come to the skull.
I almost did it.
Concentrate.
The last board is set.
Friend of death, you will be cleansed.
Damn. Critical hit.
Say bye-bye.
It's not over. Come to the skull.
Let's see what they have first. I don't think we're in any hurry, to be honest. Silver ring, not Kirin hair. Potion of supreme healing.
Yes, of course. May it please, Mistra.
I need you now.
That diamond. Nice. Don't tell me it's too high.
What's cooking?
The skull. Come to the skull.
La la la.
No rest for the wicked, I see. Wait.
It's not over. Come to the skull. Help me.
I want to hear this.
Oh, the prism holds actually someone. I think that must be Orpheus.
Before you do anything, I am your ally. We are in danger.
Oh, shit. A mind flayer.
The Githyanki is the source of our protection against the Absolute. I must subdue him, or everything we've worked towards is lost. Don't let my form deceive you. I am the one that's been protecting you. I am the one that came to you in your dreams. Help me.
This is the battle you were fighting.
The Honor God. Eliminate them. My forces are weakened by their assault. But with your help, we can turn this around. Destroy the Guard. I will subdue their master.
Let's detect thoughts if we can.
Despite your best attempts to be subtle, the Mind Flayer's awareness is everywhere. You blunder in its presence like a warg pup learning to walk.
You must be joking. I am telling you my thoughts directly into your head. But if you insist on taking a look for yourself, be my guest.
Nothing in your colorful existence to date could have prepared you for this. As the horror subsides, you are left with only one coherent thought. You must do whatever you can to subdue the Githyanki.
Happy? Now, join me. Fight!
Join the Mind Flayer's fight. What if you say no? Will the game end?
Fool! Without me, you will perish.
We fight him and the Githyanki now. Let's retreat then.
Not your enemy. The Githyanki are. Go for the throat.
That is Orpheus.
battle of wits.
Most excellent.
Saved again.
I'm ready.
Oh, there's more of them than I thought.
Let me recite their demise. Don't get too close.
Need to act fast.
Some healing for a wizard in need.
The Emperor is a renegade illithid. So I guess we should have trusted him. Oh, damn it.
A rough tempest I will raise.
Talk to me.
Take two.
Strike hard, strike fast.
Victory is assured.
These monks are deadly. They never miss.
Let's go. All right, Karlak. It's go time.
Who is this? Prelate Lirlie. I think we lose this one. And I want to see what happens if you defeat the Mind Flare.
Someone there?
Please, help me.
Yes? Very well.
Don't help me. I am not your... Do not. Now. Help me. Fool.
Have to keep going.
Just walk back.
Time to kill.
They attacked 3 times. I don't even know what chance do I have of shoving him like this. Suppose I could do this and then probably I don't have one in this potion, to be honest. I do have one. Or haste somebody and then use it instead. Suppose this might work. Not quite.
I'm ready.
Damn. They have 19 AC.
Yes, here.
I'm not blessed, maybe that's why. How did it disappear? I thought I used it before the battle. What happened? Oh, I tried to dominate, that's why. And it didn't work out and I still lost concentration, nice.
Shall be done.
Shouldn't do anything with Gale. Not yet, at least. Maybe this will be better.
Shall we dance? With finesse.
Let's cook with fire, baby.
And smite the bastard. There you go. So many good spells take concentration to cast. Unfortunately. That was nice.
Hungry for the slaughter.
Oh, take that.
Gods, it's hot in here.
Ready.
Let's have some cup. Let's spill some blood.
Critical hit, okay. Let's just hide in this maybe.
Let's finish this. Need to stay focused. Got to press on.
Shall we cut and run? In striking distance.
Not your enemy. Look at Yankee are.
Ray of Fear wouldn't work on him.
Gonna take. Under their noses.
I've missed this. Let's go.
Where are you going? I clicked on this thing by accident. He decided to try and find his way up, I guess.
My faith will protect me.
I'm hasted for 5 more turns actually, which is pretty good.
Swiftly now.
Did that work? Oh, it did. But you can't kill him. He doesn't let you.
Your reluctance to help nearly cost us everything. You saw reason just in time. Don't look at me like that. I'm a mind flayer, yes. And the one who saved you again.
Of all the things to be indebted to, a bloody mind flayer.
Ask again, who are you? And I'm going to need a name this time.
You may call me the Emperor. An adventurer. I came from Baldur's Gate, though I was never one to be constrained by circumstance. I longed for more. That longing brought me to Moonrise Towers on a search for treasure. To a colony of mind flayers who caught me, changed me into what I am now. For years, I served the Elder Brain, the one you know as the Absolute. I was a thrall like any other, but I was fortunate. I broke free and started a new life in my old city. I sustained myself on criminals. Unglamorous, but there are plenty of them, rarely missed. And they fueled me while I did my work.
Oh my god.
I had the good fortune to meet Duke Stelmane. We formed a partnership, and through her, I became the governing force behind the Knights of the Shield. The largest mercantile operation in Baldur's Gate.
What?
People referred to me as the Emperor. Such was my influence. Though of course, they had no idea what I really was. My needs were sated. I was happy for a while. Until my true nature was discovered by the tyrant himself, Lord Gortash. He tore me from my home and brought me back to the Brain, where I became a slave once again. A slave he continued to call the Emperor. The name was intended as a slight, to remind me of the heights from which I fell. But I have grown fond of it. It encapsulates well who I've become.
Lord Gortash was one of the chosen in the colony.
Indeed. His hubris knows no bounds. To enslave me, that was his nature. But to enslave an Elder Brain, a questionable decision. I shall look forward to sharing his downfall with you.
Did you have to eat criminals' brains?
Rather than potential future allies, like you.
So you're going to tell me what this battle was about?
We fought to tame Prince Orpheus, the son of Gith herself. His power has been the source of your continued protection against the voice of the Absolute. The power to disrupt hive mind communication. It is the same power that enabled Orpheus's mother to bring about the fall of the Illithid Empire eons ago. A power she passed on to him, and that I leveraged for you. When Orpheus's mother left, a usurper took her place. Vlaakith declared herself queen of the Githyanki. Vlaakith wanted his power, but Orpheus rose against her, and so she sealed him and his honor guard within this prism. Bound by infernal chains, Orpheus could never leave. Bound by duty, his guard never would. They were close to breaking my hold on that prince. And if they had succeeded, we would be lost. I am relieved. You have embraced your potential enough that you could help me eliminate them. Alone, Orpheus will be much easier to control.
Were you imprisoned here too?
No. Gortash sent me on a mission to retrieve the Astral Prism. I was one of many, but the first to find it. How Gortash or the other chosen learned of its existence, I do not know. The moment I found it, I felt a change. My free will returning. I followed the feeling inside, and found Orpheus. I realized what the prism was for. Containment. While my body was within the prism's bounds, my mind was free. I could resist the Elder Brain, the Chosen. Better yet, I could plan to overthrow them. All I needed to do was subdue Orpheus and find allies in the outer world. You.
I see. So I guess Vlakiv thought that inside the prism was Orpheus. So when you went inside of it, she thought you would kill him. I guess she doesn't know about the Mind Flayer, about the Emperor. Was it you or Orpheus that Vlakiv wanted us to kill when she ordered us inside the prism?
Most certainly Orpheus. He is a threat to her reign. Some Githyanki still revere him, in defiance of their teachings. Blackith was safe as long as they believed him to be dead. But as you can see, he is very much alive. She kept him this way because she was reluctant to eradicate such power. Power that she might one day wish to take from him. If the Githyanki ever find out what she has done, there will be civil war. Blackith will be finished.
What happens if you free Orpheus?
That would be a terrible idea. The moment he is free, he will attack you. Your only defense would be to kill him, and in so doing, you would doom us both.
Even though he is subdued, you feel Orpheus's revulsion, a pulsing hatred that cannot be contained. The Emperor is telling the truth. To him, you are just another wretched illithid.
You carry a tadpole. As far as Orpheus is concerned, you are already a Lithid, a sworn enemy, just like me.
We are alike in other ways too.
I appreciate that. But this is what I am. My original body was destroyed when I transformed. When I first escaped the Elder Brain, I searched for a new vessel. But the longer I inhabited this one, the more it grew on me. I realized that returning to my former self would only impose limitations. Any advantage I could gain by restoring my original appearance, I already had to hand in the form of magic, and that humanoid shape you've come to know. As an illithid, I have far surpassed who I ever was before. You, too, should embrace this change.
I don't like what you're implying. I'm trying to avoid becoming a Mind Flayer. I thought you agreed to protect me.
I believe we'll have a better chance of defeating the Elder Brain if you embrace your latent illithid potential. I've been studying you for a while now. I believe I can trigger the next stage of your tadpole's life cycle, while continuing to preserve your independence. You have seen what I can do. Imagine yourself with the same strength, the same intelligence, the same devastating beauty. If you let me, I can evolve you.
Really? What would that entail?
You will be able to do things you never thought were possible. There will be physical alterations, of course, but only partial. You will retain most of your current form, and you will soon see that the benefits outweigh any perceived loss.
If you can evolve me, why can't you stop Ceremorphosis altogether?
The answer is twofold. One, I can, but it would kill you, as I told you before. Two, why would I? You have done well with the limited form you have, but you would do far better as an illithid. So, do you wish to evolve or not?
No, I'll pass.
I understand. Let us hope then that your present self will be sufficient to deal with 3 gods of death and a giant magically enhanced Elder Brain. But in case you change your mind... look after it. Use it when you're ready to evolve. You or your allies. It has vitality enough for you all. But we mustn't lose focus. We need to resume our journey. You heard the Chosen. The brain has gone to the city, and the army marches to follow. We must not let them reach it. We must find the brain, and bring it under our control.
Astral Touch Tadpole. Actually, I'm curious as to how the evolution would look like. Let's make a save. Try to find it. This parasite is capable of evolving you or another illithid-infected companion into a new, more psionically powerful being. Though a thick coating containing of astral frost prevents this parasite from squirming, you feel an immense psychic weight writhe and roil within. It has languished in the sea of dead gods for countless millennia, learning, gathering potential. It is something old, ready to become new again. It's ready for revolution. Let's see how it looks.
Life pulses from within. The parasite's thoughts whisper at the edge of your mind. It wants to share itself with you. It wants to be let in.
Go on. Don't be afraid. It only wants to help you evolve.
Eat the tadpole. Draw by the tadpole's attentions with the deck thoughts. Nah, wait. It was barely enough.
The tadpole screams for growth with painful intensity. It has been starved of life, of purpose. It welcomes your probing like a void waiting to be filled. If you let it, it will evolve you. Just as the Emperor said. Your thoughts swirl with possibility. Your body strengthened, your mind bolstered, your very self expanded. All within your reach, if you open your mind to the parasite.
Enticing for sure. Open your mind to it.
A coldness seeps through your veins as the tadpole awakens, its yearning almost unbearable. Your mind is a veritable feast. The tadpole's essence courses through you. Where it touches, your flesh, glands, organs contract and flood with pure thought. You feel different. Your body has never felt more connected. Your mind present in every flex of a joint or muscle.
I guess the texture now is different on what. No, I think it's the same, to be honest. I did get new psychic powers though. And that's, I guess, is pretty much it. I got a bunch of these. And I got unlocked with Fly. That's pretty nice. Mind Blast before conical wave of psychic energy and possibly stun targets within. Pretty good. Free cast. You have discovered a marvelous adaptability within yourself. Spell slot charges and similar resource costs for your next action or spell are removed. Refreshes after a short or long rest. Mind Sanctuary. Sculpt a magical nexus that allows those within to take actions and bonus actions interchangeably. That's pretty powerful. Black Hole. Create a point of intense gravity that pulls in all nearby enemies and possibly slows them. Psychic Dominance. When an enemy within 18 meters targets you with a spell or of a level that is lower than or equal to your proficiency bonus, you can use your reaction to nullify the spell. That's pretty crazy. Illithid Expertise. You have deepened your sense of self. gaining expertise in persuasion, deception, and intimidation checks. But what's expertise? Well, I think I partially lifted Gale. Everyone else is just hesitating.
Charmed, I'm sure.
Displace the beast shaped. Transform into a displacer beast that can displace itself and enemies and has 85 hit points. Absorb intellect. Gobble up a foe's intellect, lowering their potentials by 1 per turn, and healing your wounds for 5 turns. That's pretty crazy. Fracture Psyche. Invade the target's mind and disrupt its defenses. The target's armor class is reduced by 1. If the target dies while its psyche is fractured, you can cast Shatter Psyche on another target. Powerful. All very powerful. But I'm not gonna do it. I'll just reload. Let's see if we can manage without it.
I can keep going a little longer now.
To new horizons.
Oh, I could go for a good meal.
A weight bolt, that's pretty good.
Marching.
Oh, he had lots of poisons. That's pretty good. Scroll of Seeming, not too bad. And the Rabbi. Devotee. Boots of Uninhibited Kushigo. Experience and Deadly. The wearer deals additional damage equal to the Wisdom modifier with unarmed attacks. Crazy. I think Shadowheart might be good as a monk. Scroll of Disintegrate. Shoot a thin green ray from your finger. If the 100 force damage reduces the target hit points to 0, it disintegrates into crumbly ash. Does it do any damage?
The orb hums with cerebral magic, permeable, but impenetrable. Within it, the Githyanki prince is as silent as a corpse, but for the murmur of his powers being siphoned away.
I guess I could destroy these. Possibly.
The rock resists all attempts to shatter it.
Oh, I see. Well, I guess we'll leave it alone then.
A wizard's quite worthless with a tired mind. Sleep beckons, I would follow. Could be interesting.
I got encumbered.
With haste.
Let's store the books, maybe give it to someone else. I think they weigh quite a bit at this point. Does anyone have anything to say about it?
So, there's been a mind flayer inside the artifact, or astral prism, the whole time we've had it. Sounds like utter madness, even though I've seen it with my own eyes. The more I learn, the less I understand just why I was sent to retrieve that thing. But it matters little now. I do not serve Shah anymore, nor the Mother Superior. The prism is no longer my mission. Saving my parents is. But I digress. Did you want something?
No, not really.
Of course.
Volo's note. Guess he left. To whomever happens upon this note first, regretfully a matter of critical import requiring my immediate attention has arisen. Not that your various misadventures are unimportant per se, but, well, regardless, the matter is far too sensitive to be committed to the parchment here. I shall regale you of it when we meet again in Baldur's Gate. Cordially yours, Wolfham Gridarm. Maybe that's Jedarm, actually. That's also possible.
Soldier?
Guess we just go to bed, why not? This looks like there would be a battle here at some point. Kinda feels like it. Is that Shadowheart?
Be honest. What do you think of the new look?
I love it. Not too bad.
Well, I'm glad someone does. Perhaps I'll get used to it. I have a lot to get used to right now.
Lizelle has something to say as well.
Your parasite communes with Lae'zel's. Her heart races as she learns of the events inside the astral prism.
Orpheus, Gith's only son. He lives. It is not the Geich visitor that Vlaakith would destroy and Voss would set free. It is Orpheus, the blood of the mother, the prince of the comet.
A mighty powerful prince. If he can block out an illicit hive mind.
And even more powerful still. It said he could bring 1,000 Githyanki to their knees with one command. Listen close. The Emperor spoke only in half-truths. For you to know the tale of Orpheus, you must know the tale of Gith and of Vlaakith. Long ago, when we rose up against our Geich slavers, Mother Gith made for the Hells to secure an alliance with the Archdevil Tiamat. Tiamat gifted the Githyanki our red dragons. Gith remained in the Hells, and Tiamat's envoy proclaimed Vlaakith our ruler. The first Vlaakith of many. It is Vlaakith 157 whom my people now call Queen.
157? Ah. $157. That's a lot of Vlaakiths.
Yes. Our current queen has claimed undeath and reigned for 1,000 years. But it was the first whom Orpheus tried to slay. Orpheus is Gith's only son. He led his mother's own honor guard in a coup against Vlaakith I. It was Kithrak Voss himself who slayed the prince in vicious battle. Or so the Varshas teach us. Yet the Prince of the Comet's been with us, subdued by that repugnant Illithid. Should Orpheus go free, He would tear Vlaakith's empire to pieces and build new glory from the scraps.
Then Voss was right. Orpheus is the seed of Vlaakith's demise.
The seed and the sower. Every word Voss spoke, he spoke true. Orpheus is the living proof of the Queen's lies, and the living weapon that conquered our Geich slavers. One word from his lips, and the people would doubt. 2 words, and they would rage. 3 words, and they would bow to the true heir. If the Githyanki are to be free, the Prince of the Comet must lead the way.
I'd like to talk about Orpheus.
What about him?
Why is he called the Prince of the Comet?
The historical slates describe Orpheus as a fearsome, terrible creature, powerful beyond measure, and enthralled by the Geich. So mad with power, he'd smash through the Githyanki Empire and deliver the shards to his illithid masters. And glowing with such psionic force that he and his red dragon blazed a trail through the skies. A lethal comet careening towards my people. Lies, of course. Vlaakith spread a false image of Orpheus as monstrous betrayer, and her knights as the butchers who sliced him through. She was right to fear him, I'll grant her that. So great is the comet, it could shatter her reign.
Why did Vlaakith keep Orpheus alive all those millennia ago?
The Emperor may be loathsome, but it's right. Orpheus can disrupt a Geich hive mind. A talent like that makes the Prince a powerful shield and a powerful weapon. Why destroy a weapon like that when you can contain it in a relic and keep it for yourself?
Who were the hostile Githyanki in the prison?
Orpheus's honor guard, loyal to the end. Trapped by Vlaakith in the same prism holding their noble prince, fruitlessly hacking at the sphere that contains him. They see us as Geich, tadpoled husks in the Emperor's thrall. I regret their deaths, but I pledge to live as they perished, in the service of Gith's son.
Why would Vlaakith want Orpheus dead now, if he's so valuable alive?
A weapon is only an asset for as long as it isn't pointed at you. The means of Vlaakith's own end has been ripped away from her. Better to have Orpheus killed than to risk his escape. Better to risk the rise of illithids than let the Prince of the Comet deny her the godhood she craves.
I see. Maybe Will has something to say.
Love Shadowheart's new look. Softer, less severe. It suits her.
You must have been furious at your father for throwing you out of the city.
No, never. He did the only thing he could. In his eyes, I invited a devil into our midst. I was a fool at best, a traitor at worst. And Grand Duke Ravengard suffers neither.
Do you miss your father?
More than you know. The better question is, did he ever miss me? If he did, he missed the Will Ravengard he once knew, not the hell-touched warlock he returned to.
I see.
Good find.
Gods, Shadowheart looks like a stack of gold. Never thought I could get so excited about someone's forehead, but here we are.
I see.
I was concerned when I saw Shadowheart creeping about with a blade in the dead of night, But it was just to cut her hair, it seems. It suits her.
I see. Everyone likes it in the camp. Except Shadowheart, I think. Astarion must love it as well.
Oh, we have a new look for a new Shadowheart. Nice as it is, she still doesn't have the best hair in the camp.
Okay.
Very well.
Begone, friend. I have a darling to adore.
You should join my camp permanently. We can fight the powers of evil together.
Our thoughts are as one, my friend. You must face the chosen of Bane and Baal. I will do my part to see them laid low.
Looking forward to a bit of rest, if I'm honest. It's been a long century.
Oh, I guess she just woke up. Like maybe a couple of days ago or something. Okay, let's get out. I wonder if we'll get our own stronghold in this or something similar. As is the custom. Probably not, though. Would be interesting what they do with it. If they do. Baldur's Gate is just over the horizon, the city awaits.
We must find where Gortash and Orin have established themselves, and take their nether stones.
We should do what we can to find them. What they know could help us.
Guess she means her parents.
I venture forth.
Excuse me. I can't find my mum.
What's her name?
Jenna. And my cat is Grub. He's shy. I'm not. My mum is called Emery. She went to go get some herbs for her spots. She was sick, and she was supposed to come back the same day. That was last 10 day, though.
Oh. Let's go find the guard. They'll be able to help you.
Guards blow like petards. They don't help us.
This he disapprove. He must be hungry. Take some food. Everyone approves, actually.
Wow. Thanks. My mum would like this. She's the best cook in the world. And she taught me too. I'll look for her. I think she'll probably come soon. Thanks a lot.
Rivington.
Interesting.
It is here, I think, where Orin killed a bunch of people. So many people. Some people you can't talk to. That's fine though. Makes sense, I guess.
If my friend tries to get you to invest, kindly turn her down. She doesn't need the encouragement.
Yeah?
If I hire the refugees, then I get cheap labor and they get coin. It's a good deal for everyone.
Precisely how many red caps are missing?
All this kerfuffle over missing redcaps. Yes, we'd caged them due to unruly behavior, but as our redcap cleaners demonstrate, Most are perfectly harmless.
Oh, yeah? They're bloodthirsty, hellish.
Keep a sharp eye out. Redcaps are on the loose. One's deemed too violent to work. And not one of these circus folk seem bothered by it.
Oh no. That's not good.
When did you realize the Redcaps had escaped?
Do you know where we're going? What kind of inn is it? Will there be feather beds?
Probably not.
Can't talk. I'm sorry. The little one needs all my attention.
We told our son that this is a holiday to spare him the truth. We don't have homes to go back to.
God damn it. Lots of armaments here.
Turn back, citizen. No passage in this direction.
Why not?
It's bloodier than a butcher's backyard out there. Piles of dead absolutists, and a few of our own as well. The cultists assaulted the gate, armed to the teeth trying to break in. They nearly had it too, before the Steel Watch intervened.
Steel Watch, is this some sort of fancy new rank of City Watchman?
A little more than that. You'll see for yourself soon enough if you head to the city.
Yeah, it's pretty bloody out there. Would be nice to sneak in though, you know?
How delicious.
Let Astarion handle it.
Let's keep to the shadows. Nice and easy.
Anything you want for supper. All the treats your tummy can
Oh yeah, that's what I was looking for. Not too bad. Actually, there's a chest here as well. Healing, which is really good. Glad I checked out the place.
Watch the shadows.
Lovely day, this. For now. Forthwith.
What the hell? How big is this place?
Tremors. Never felt an earthquake in Baldur's Gate before. What the hells?
That's not good. There must be something happening underground, I think, for this to happen. I guess this is where you'll meet the cow again if you haven't defeated it. Mattis.
I can do that.
Pardon if my eyes are all saucer-like. I didn't realize Baldur's Gate was so big.
Big and dangerous. Watch yourself, kid.
Dangerous? Oh, it's a gold mine. So many pockets to pick.
Yeah, that's also true.
I know you. You're the reason some of us got here in one piece. Thanks. And you're in luck. Because we're having a special sale on some of the choice items I picked up on our way here. Fancy stuff. Wanna see?
Okay.
tried to fool a sharpie like you? Have a look.
Now he has magic items. Evasive shoes. Scabby pugilist circlet. Your weapon and unarmed attacks deal an additional 2 damage while surrounded by 2 more foes. Not too bad. Corvid token. While wearing this amulet, you jump and flying speed increased by 1.5 meters. While polymorphed or wild shaped, you also gain featherfall. Baldur's Gate stone. It's really an actual stone from Baldur's Gate. Truly a unique historical artifact. Holy hands up, okay.
Stay away from.
Trapped chest, I see.
Halt, citizen! This is a restricted area. Explain yourself.
I just wanted to see what was inside this bar, no funny business.
Funny enough for me to take you to Manip Nesta, I think. Come on.
The hell's you doing in here?
I was just curious about what's inside the barn.
This is a bar, not a museum. Now get gone.
Okay. Something must be inside of it if there's there. What do they care about the stupid barn? They must be looking for something. Maybe we could talk to someone else, find out.
If you want to chat, talk to Nesta. I like my personal space.
Be on your way, citizen. Got a lot to keep my eye.
Lots of chests as well. Damn it, all for ripe for stealing.
File a report, and I'm sure the Manic will deal with it. Nice to be in a crowd of normal people for once.
And don't give a rat's ass.
Really?
Young lady.
Please just go home. You're ruining a perfectly uneventful posting with this nonsense.
The Flaming Fists are supposed to protect this good city, but they allow trash and vermin to take our homes and goods. You're a true Baldurian, I can tell. You must understand why we need to keep these strays out of our city.
Out with these interlopers, I say. Sorry to disappoint you, but I'm actually not a Baldurian.
Oh, now I've heard you speak. That's very apparent. Please, stop wasting my time. Refugees can't stay here in Rivington. They're a danger to all of us.
Got diseases.
Starin prefers his company extraordinary. That's nice.
Back off and return to your homes. That's an order.
Why don't you protect us?
Kirk Droger.
Scruffy outlanders.
I just lost a wager, thanks to you.
What?
Who are you?
Someone who bets that you'd never be foolish enough to actually show your face in this city again. But here you are. And the gold in my purse is soon to take flight.
You're Asharan, aren't you, from the Shadowheart's cloister?
There have been whispers about you, sister. About your faith, your loyalty, your company. I can't help but feel the strangest twinge of disgust as I look upon you. Is it true? Has Our Lady forsaken you?
Let Shadowheart handle it.
I know the truth. I know my parents still live. Tell me where they are, and I have no quarrel with you.
I'm afraid the quarrel is unavoidable, thanks to you. Now I must report your reappearance. If you are intent on bringing matters to a head, then seek out the House of Grief in the lower city. Though, if I was you, I'd be very tempted to just forget it all and disappear. You have some form at doing so, after all.
Let's see. Maybe we shouldn't have
Back off and return to your homes. That's an order.
walked into that conversation.
My problem now, is it? The place was empty. Keep those thugs away from my family.
Danuvia! Get these squatters out of my house now!
Arthur, sweetheart, you paid me and my boys to be caravan guards, not cattle wranglers. If you want us to get our hands dirty, it'd be our pleasure. But that'll be extra.
You certainly know how to make people welcome. The army of the Absolute is mere days away and you're bickering over property ownership. Let's go with the second one.
You shouldn't have to make people feel welcome in places they don't belong. I just want to remove these unlawful interlopers from my property.
It's always heartening to see a true philanthropist out in the wild. Let's go with that.
Excuse me? I'm exceedingly charitable. Ask anyone in this wretched town. It's one thing to donate extremely generously to those less fortunate than oneself, and quite another to give away one's entire house.
This man's indignant demeanor barely masks a seething anxiety. There's more to this situation than he's letting on.
I'm a very magnanimous individual, but this is my home! Either they leave, or I'll make them.
You seem a little on edge. Are you alright?
Well, wouldn't you be on edge if your beautiful home had been defiled by such brazen interlopers?
Well, I tried. I have more important things to take care of than squatting squabbles. Or maybe I could persuade. Let's try persuasion. I can make these squatters disappear with half as much as this lot are asking. Hopefully it wouldn't make me kill them.
You don't exactly look desperate for gold, but I can't help but admire such solid business acumen. Very well. Get the job done, and you'll be paid and be in my good graces.
Do you think you're clever coming in and undercutting us, sweetheart? We were about to make a bit of extra cash before you butted in. You owe the guild a cut.
Suppose I agree. What is this cut exactly? Knock so much sense into this upstairs.
Just a little something. Consider it a gesture of goodwill.
Fine, here's your gold.
Smart decision, sweetheart. Well, boys, we did what we were paid for. Let's leave this lot to their misery.
Suppose we could fight them as well. That actually must have been preferable to get their loot or something like that.
Everyone deserves the chance to make some coin.
I suppose we'll find out some other time. Let's see what's inside them house. Oh, a hatch.
Knock, knock.
Keep a blade close. Should be easy. Traps. How considerate.
That's quite a lot of traps, to be honest. There's some kind of a firework. And tripwire, too.
Careful, I bite. Be careful. There are traps about.
We'll have to disarm all this, I suppose. Wall limbs.
Traps. How considerate. Don't linger. A trap. Someone doesn't like visitors. Be careful. There are traps about.
There's something beyond here. Something interesting. Can't tell what it is though yet.
Traps. How considerate.
Best avoid that trap.
Traps. How considerate.
Probably don't have to disarm all this. I'm doing so just in case. Maybe only the tripwires you need.
Oh dear. Someone's left a trap out for us.
Stuffed bear.
It's big, but still young. Heavens help the hunter if its mother caught them.
Okay.
My. I'd better be careful not to trigger that thing.
There's an oil lamp. Lessons of Helm, sought the maimed god. This is interesting. Reading like a strange cross between a warped confession and a manifesto, this text was written by a paladin who broke his oath of justice and celibacy to tear. After years of devotion, it seems the man grew very sullen with the state of his life. People did not like his religious ardor, not the ardor itself, but the stringency of his tone. Evidently, he got drunk one night in spring and attacked a young woman walking the streets of her hometown. Ironically, he was gelded by the authorities, ensuring his continued devotion to celibacy, if not justice. Interesting. True and Impossible Adventures of 10x Brooks Morrow. And An excerpt from the true and possible advantage of the next book tomorrow, a pulp serial following the real-life exploits of an interplanar ship's captain. The real Captain Marrow is, I see, Captain Marrow, is known never to have left her native Waterdeep and emerges from her rooms at the yawning portal only to exchange scrawled manuscripts and for fresh meals and ink. His red dragon, thus dispatched, the knight had no choice but to leap for my ship, crashing to the new bride's deck, even as his mount was swallowed by the eerie gloom of the astral plane's shifting tides. Faithful Norls was upon him instantaneously, clawing and biting, alas, in vain. Astral projection towards even the fury of a tabaxi cabin boy. Tabaxi cabin boy? What? And the treacherous Githyanki only laughed at Snorri's formless blows passed harmlessly through him. The knight's silver sword came about in an arc that missed Snorri's entirely, but neatly clipped the spinal cord, anchoring the tabaxi stalwart soul to the plain. I mourned as my faithful feline companion faded from existence, but did not hesitate. The Githyanki only smirked lazily at my charge, anticipating the futile efforts of another bound by the laws of this plane, but that is not and has never been Captain Tenebrex Morrow. Unlike poor Norrells, I hadn't entered this plane in my full-fleshed form, a fact I demonstrated by thumping the warrior solidly between the legs. He tumbled over the new bride's rail and down into the mists, even as a fresh horde of dragons rose from the distant dead citadel of Tunara. Very impossible and very true.
Be careful. There are traps about.
Instructions for donation. What's this? Gifts for refugees only, please distribute.
Simple.
$200 gold in a blackmail letter. R4 package still waiting for you at Villagers. You'd better not be late again or we'll start to wonder if you're really as committed as you claim to be. Pick it up. Put it in the teddy bears. Make the donation. It couldn't be simpler, really. If it's still here this time tomorrow, we'll stuff you with it. As you well know, we've plenty to spare.
Hardly the home of a sweet, generous soul. It might be worth looking into his donations. Who knows what he's been giving?
Yeah.
Bah. A lamp without a jinny is like a sphinx without a riddle. Always a disappointment.
I guess so.
With ease.
Traps. How considerate.
On it.
Hardly a challenge.
I applaud your taste. Onward.
Arthur's private musings. An unfinished love story handwritten by Arthur Gregorio, whose name is attached at the bottom of every page. Her ample bosoms fluttered like dove's fingers brushed against his nails. The very ends of his moustache stood to attention as the fire stirred behind his eyes, No doubt this was love. Love, love. The stuff that dreams are made of. It made them sweat to think of it. The graceful, enduring, blossoming magnitude of it all. The priceless, breathless, weightless, sheer romping joy of it. Sure. Solemnly out of thin green, raffish garb, wizard hat. These are some nice clothes. I think I'll keep them. Toymaker's basement key. I think we were there already. Volume 4 of the Impossible Adventures. Letter to Mamselle Amira. Madam Amira, thank you for the invitation. You know how much I love your fine establishment, but I still haven't lived down my last experience with the Drought Twins, and I fear they won't have forgotten my little mishap. So, that was probably my last visit. Hope you'll understand, Arthur. Amethyst ring. I guess I'll take the ring. Galvitz.
Not everyone subscribes.
Heartless scum. I'm a reasonable woman. We could easily work something out in a house this big.
All's well that ends well, eh? I'm sure the guild will be in touch with any concerns.
I found some rather sinister things in your basement.
Sinister? Nonsense! Those are experimental toys, guaranteed to bring a smile to the face of even the unhappiest child. They're extremely precious, and you shouldn't be poking around in my workshop and tampering with them.
Detect thoughts. Yeah, I detected his thoughts pretty good.
Keep it together, Arthur. There's no evidence that links this back to you. And you definitely locked the basement before you left.
Yes, you locked the basement, but it didn't help. Whatever you're up to, it ends now. I'm taking you down. Ah. Let's go with that.
What? No, wait!
It's a fight, I guess. Let's not kill him. I'm sure Shadowheart would be reasonable. Or rather Karlach with her halberd.
Well, well. What we have here.
Which way to the nearest library?
Archducal Coronation Admission Pass. I guess that's tied to Astarion somehow. This pass grants access for bearer and entrance to Virnus Rock Audience Hall for the ceremony of Lord Gortash's elevation to Archduke of Baldur's Gate.
Archduke Gortash? He does have a high opinion of himself. Better head for Worm's Rock.
Let's get the money out of the basement. Why not?
Not quite sure why you stood up for us like that, but I won't say I'm not grateful. Thanks. And may Torm keep you.
How did you end up here?
Same way lots of us did. Trying to get away from the army of the Absolute. If you had the chance to put a roof over your family's heads after being on the run for Torm knows how long, wouldn't you?
No one's telling you to leave. Have all the roof you want.
Oh. Well, thank you. I think.
One thing, stay out of the basement. It's not safe.
We're much more interested in the beds and the pantry. But I'll make sure Cinta knows the basement's off limits.
Good thing you sorted that out. I was this close to chucking a knife right between that trollop's eyes.
Okay.
The path less traveled.
Some peace now.
Peace? What peace? Haven't you heard there's an army marching towards the city?
Better to be within its walls than without, Martha. At least here we stand a chance.
Did he really have some toys here? Well, I guess balls are and toy blocks are. I thought there would be some kind of teddy bears. To be honest. Maybe that's because of because it's so dark in here. I should have a spell of light. Yeah, now it's a lot more visible.
What have we here?
Guess we have to see Gortash's inauguration now.
Oh dear. Someone's left a trap out for us.
Would be nice to find some kind of traders though first. We've only been in this part of the place, and there's like this whole other area that also can be this way long. Like what the hell? I'm not sure if you can get this far though. This is an interesting house. Something inside there as well. I think you can lockpick it without any issues. At least it seems like it.
A crooked touch.
Direct me. That way.
A pouch. What is? Abandoned house. Chest key. It's an abandoned house, I guess. Why was it abandoned?
My. I'd better be careful not to trigger that thing.
I guess it's my house now.
Easy.
I could have just used the key, I think. That's fine too.
You have my attention.
Mother of Halflings, Baldur's Gate and the Dialectics of Plunder, Findings from the Hinterlands, new edition. Hinterlands. Well, this journal, esteemed reader, while this journal is no stranger to surprising news from the outmost reaches of our fair land, I must warn that this season's edition contains news some might find in a word shocking. It might be that the cult of the Absolute reported by our agents in Eltergard would fade like any other, but reports of alliances between Goblin and Low-Thrown Drow, Troll and Duergar are a particular cause for alarm. The seriousness of the enclosed report is quite unique in our history. Prior to publication, messengers were sent to localities including Baldur's Gate, Scornubel and Candlekeep, Let us hope these reports are received with the proper gravity for safety of all. Sincerely, Mingus Etcherly, Editor-in-Chief. That's only the intro to the book. What about this Baldur's Gate and Dialectics of Plunder? What's that? A pirate book or something? An excerpt on page 37 encircled in red. There can be no doubt that the patriarch families of the upper city affect such an air of reserve and respectability because they are all too aware that their fortunes are founded on bloodshed, pillage, and exploitation. No one speaks now of Jeremiah Elton, who founded the Flaming Fist as a ruthless mercenary company that slaughtered and burned for way along the entire length of the Sword Coast. No one mentions Baron Ilse Bormel and the blood-spattered Ignots shipped from north to her slave labor mines in the mountains of Amn. The school books don't mention Bog Sashen Bone Flotilla that plundered Astor Cove and abducted the port's entire population. That's surprising.
Let's go.
Beloved sons, I'm not waiting around for the absolute cultist to catch me. I'm heading for the tall timber. Look for me at the fishing hole where we caught that gar. It ain't much, but I left you all the gold. I'll manage without it. Now gear up and get out before it's too late. Remember your training, and Casteve, don't drag your feet when you walk. You leave too obvious a trail. I guess a ranger lives here with his sons or something. A blacksmith.
Welcome, adventurer. I take it you're new to Rivington. No doubt you came here to choose from my fine selection of weapons. Yes, I seem to have it all. Clubs, swords, maces, bows, cutting and gutting galore. Why don't we see if we can find the perfect weapon for you?
How will you know my perfect weapon?
I provide a personalized service for my customers to make sure the weapon I choose is the perfect fit. Tell me, how do you like to kill?
I call on the leaf to subdue my enemies. It's effective, though hardly its loftiest application.
Come, we're all friends here. No need to pretend you don't like to twist the knife. And when you kill someone, what do you feel?
Powerful but responsible. To take a life is a grave matter, whether with good or ill intent.
Good answer. To kill is the closest thing to knowing the power of the gods themselves. One more question, if you'll humor me. Do you think you could turn your weapon on those closest to you?
Hardly a course of action to relish, but were the stars dire enough, perhaps? I would never kill someone I cared about.
You'll do so much worse by the time I'm done with you.
Ah. Oh, what?
So, you're the lick-spittle who crushed the Bone Lord's throne. Have you come begging, sniffing for our stones? Gortash won't like that. A throat his black hand can't choke the spit from. He'll find your weaknesses, stick a knife in the cracks and prise you apart. Unless you get him first. When you find the Lordling, tell him Orin is watching.
So, Orin's a shapeshifter.
That should make things interesting.
I see. I thought she would ask me to kill the guy.
Try attacking me when my back isn't turned, you bloody coward.
I didn't attack you. I've been out here the whole time.
Don't dare lie to me. I saw you with my own eyes. Grinning at me like some bloody imbecile. I'm gonna knock that smirk right off your face.
You had a blow to the head. Are you sure you're remembering correctly?
Well, I'm sure it were you. I'm almost certain. Ah, God's be damned, I don't know. I'd have sworn, but my head's pounding. I don't remember.
So
I need a bloody drink. Go on, clear off. I've seen enough of your face today.
What the hell? That's so unexpected. I guess it would make sense she would pose as ourselves and try to sully our reputation. And I'm guessing that's not the end of it. She'll do more crazier things still. That's the circus. They have a sniffer. What the hell is this?
Stinks of cheese between his piggy toes.
How dare you? What in the hells is all of this?
A necessity, good sir. The Steel Watch loves pretending sweet Rivington doesn't exist. So we have decided to protect you, dear patrons. No need to thank us. You'll be allowed in once I've done this batch. Next! Hello, hello, and welcome to the Circus of the Last Days, the finest extra-planar circus there is.
A circus! Can we go?
What do you want to see? A circus? You've tamed the ghoul. Impressive bit of spellcasting that.
Oh, this is Benjamin. Say hi, Benji. Benji here checks all our patrons to make sure none of you are vicious murderers. Can't be too careful. But enough of this. The circus is a place of joy and distraction, so come inside and forget your worries.
Alan Angel says, hi man. Hello. As you can see, I'm in the Worms Crossing already. I did not expect Oren to show up at the blacksmith. She like changed into Gale, I guess. Then she clubbed the guy to unconsciousness, and then he woke up and was like, "What the hell are you doing?" With that stupid smiling like I'm an imbecile. It was kind of funny. Alright, I would like to enter the circus. I'll be finishing the stream up pretty soon though, in like 10-15 minutes. Nice to see you, by the way. Thanks for checking out the stream. Alright, I'd like to enter the circus.
Not a problem, dear patron. Benji just has to check if you're a vicious murderer. Benji?
Brain juice smells like piss and iron. No like.
Oh, well, that's a first. Usually I'd allow you in, but in these times, I can take no chances. Move along. No circus for you.
Damn. What did you think of the Emperor? I kind of guessed he was the Guardian. I tried to kill them to see what happens, but I killed, I guess, the Githyanki first. And so he was like, well, seems like you are a reasonable fellow, so we'll just continue as if you didn't try and threaten me. That's my interpretation of it, of course. I'm not afraid to you or anyone else in the circus, I swear it. Seems like my brain smells of peace and iron. Oh, there we go.
Oh, damned if I'm not a sucker for big eyes and a heartfelt plea. Very well. Welcome to the circus of the last days. Have fun and be sure to catch the star of our show, Dribbles the Clown.
They're damn near chomping at the bit. What's the plan?
It's crazy they have a ghoul.
No like you. No like your smell.
This is the circus. He's a Ulifarid. I saw some videos on YouTube. I mean about the lore. Well, I'm not sure. I don't know about the lore of Ulifarids, to be honest. That's the first I've heard of it. Maybe I should look it up somewhere.
Enjoying the show? Then you're going to love Dribbles. He's about to perform on stage.
Is Zorin Dribbles as well? Dribbles the clown sounds a bit too bloody, you know? Wait, a katana! Did I see that right? Yeah, it's there. I thought they weren't in the game. I guess you could win prizes if you try hard enough. That's pretty cool. They did some stuff like this. Obsidian ring, polished necklace, elixir of battle, mage's power.
Approach, ugly one.
You are very loud.
Yes, behold, Akabi's wheel of wonders. Spin to win prizes beyond your tiny imagination and make your miserable life more bearable.
I guess so. No thanks, I've read enough tales of Jinn to know this won't end well.
Then Akabi pities you. Begone, miserable one.
Damn. Let's save though first.
The spongy mortal returns! Spin the wheel and change your fate.
Let's try it. I'd like to spin the wheel.
Let us see if you have luck's favor. Alas, no jackpot for you, ugly one. But you may have this.
Thanks, I guess.
You are welcome, putrid one. Return again to try anew.
What did I even get? Unlucky thieves' gloves. That can't be useful, right? Let's see. Disadvantage on thievery or something like that. Sleight of hand plus 2. Well, well, well.
Well, hello.
That's better than I expected. That's actually pretty good. I don't mind it. It's rigged. You know how this carnival works. Yeah. Actually, I got a pretty good price, to be honest. I don't mind. Sleight of hand plus 2. Now we have plus 17 sleight of hand on the Astarion. It's crazy. Worthless treasure crates. What do you mean?
I wouldn't bother. It's all fake.
Ah, I see. The katana can't be fake though.
That's not real.
Really? The katana is not real. Maybe you could buy it somewhere.
Let's move.
The Book of Cheesemancy.
How about this?
By Mistress Bry Kurdish Trainer. If you come to this book today, I humbly request you to consider that the wild art of cheese magic is no laughing matter. Yes, indeed. For one might amuse themselves at the conjuration of fermented milk from the whale. Curse can be most dangerous tool. A cheesed can, of course, bludgeon his enemies with the young and vigorous wheel of water deviant, but those of more subtle inclinations will learn of the benefit of destroying their enemies, standing with the curse of blue cheese sweat. When learning the arts, one must be able to imagine a delightful Rani Lurian and cider pairing. I see. What's this? It's definitely an extra planner circus.
Lost in thought.
How the hell did they get all these things here?
Darling, we have a customer. Is your camp drab? Dreary? Then you have come to the right place. Browse our bespoke, stony and bony creations. Or commission a statue in your likeness. It is our most sought-after service.
Stony and Bony, which are you?
Bony, at your service. That there is my darling wife, Stony. Is she not magnificent?
Yeah, she's quite magnificent.
To think she chose me. Why, I wake up every morning with a smile on my face. Now, what can I do for you?
Let's see what you have.
Oh, you shall be thrilled and delighted. I know it.
What's this? Black diamond. Stone scan. Oh, he has lots of gems actually. Where did you get the black diamond though? That's pretty interesting. Flesh to stone. Huh.
Nothing caught your eye? I shan't tell my wife. She'd be most upset. Oh, darling, don't forget that Dragonborn's order. It's due shortly.
I guess I could commission a statue, why not?
Ah, the adventurer returns. Care to purchase a bespoke, stony and bony creation?
I'd like a statue of myself for my camp.
My wife shall be delighted. Customs are her favorite, particularly when their facial structure is as unique as yours.
5,000. We have 5,000. Although I'm not sure I would like to spend it this way. Ugh. That's all of my savings, dude. Ugh. I guess why not? Let's go for it.
Tremendous! Stony, darling, let us put this towards our getaway in the Moonshay Isles. I'll have your statue shipped to your camp. You shall love it. We guarantee it.
Okay. But better be good. If we spend so much gold on it. I have 2,000 left, to be honest. That's pretty good as well.
Most excellent.
I thought I would run out of money. Popper.
A word.
Oh, hungry little hobgoblin. Want a treato? I has lots of treatos, and magics, and junks I finds. Don't worry. I only takes junks from dead people. I is nice.
Okay. How often do you loot corpses?
Oh, lots of times. The beasts ate a kiddo the other day, and I got some good stuffs. I mean, circus is safe. Do not worry. Yes.
I love him. He's such a nice kobold. I wonder if there's a... Damn, it probably won't happen. But there was a kobold in Neverwinter Nights 1. Deacon his name was, and he was a bard. He probably is not in the game, but if they managed to get him in, that would be so sick. He was like the best. I don't know about you, but I had the impression the game was only starting when I get to this location. Yeah, you've told me that before. And it does seem like this, because you get backpacks with like tools basically on the road. And then you get in here and... I suppose, you know, when other games are starting out, they're usually starting out in places like this. Like Neverwinter Nights 2, it started out with a fair, and then bad stuff happens. But this is like, first the bad stuff, then the good stuff, and then I guess the bad stuff again. This is pretty good, I'm enjoying it. Let me see what you have.
Yes! I has lots of stuffs. Just for you.
Dark Displacement Gloves. Gain a +1 bonus to attack rolls when throwing and may swap positions with the target if they fail at the dexterity saving throw. I guess that's like 2 spells in one, or what? Guess I'll pass on everything for now.
Bye-bye now. Come back to Papa soon.
Maybe I will.
Junks and magics for sale. Mostly bloodstained green.
What's this?
Ah! Lucille! It's Pose Grapevine, then Pivot Step. Jacob, you have the grace of my great-grandmother's missing leg. Ah! And Boris, Boris, put some sensuality into those lovely hip bones. I know you have it in you. Step it up.
A trans necromancer. Ah, she reminds me of the singer in Dirty Sanchez. I'm not sure if you know the band. Maybe you could look it up. It's pretty entertaining. Are you really using necromancy for a circus act?
We are decades from that. I hope they could open for dribbles. Not that my star needs the support, but at this rate, who knows? Call me Lucretius, ringmaster, necromancer, bringer of the night. Oh, and wine lover extraordinaire.
I see.
Normally, I'd invite you into my tent for a lovely vintage. But these graceless skellies need my full attention. Enjoy my circus, darling.
Okay. I'm guessing the clown is Orin. But I don't know yet. Dribbles the clown.
Buddy the dog is my very best friend. Do you know why? Why? Because with him, anything is possible. Way!
Good puns. Because clowns aren't enough of a horror already.
Did you hear about the scarecrow who lost a fight?
Simply watch.
He got the stuffing kicked out of him. Way! Oh, you're all such good friends. I've had a wonderful time, but I have to go. Oh, well, if you insist. How about a magic trick? But first, I need a volunteer
Good puns,
with
yeah.
nerves of steel and the heart of a lion. Who will it be? Who?
The hair on the back of your neck raises as a shiver passes through you.
You, my special assistant. Come on up.
Okay. Go on, Carla, off you go. Approach the stage.
A round of applause for the stalwart heart.
He's like so down about it.
Oh, come on, soldier. You've been through worse. Nearly.
Now, I always tell children that they're special, that each and every one of them is unique. Tell me, what makes you special?
My courage. My courage. I do something even if it scares me.
Boring! Boring! Anyone can do that. You, my friend, are the most special person in the circus, in all of Baldur's Gate. Does anyone know why? Why? You're special, my friend, because I have a message just for you. Praise the Absolute.
Oh shit. I knew it, the clown was evil. We're fighting whom? We are fighting a bunch of people, like... Here they have, like... Animal tamer. And the displacer beast. All of these animals, it seems. I think we should stop them so they won't open it. I think I have to. The whole circus. I see. Let's try Ray of Fear on him. Okay, he's now frightened, which is not too bad.
Dance macabre.
Hopefully Astarion would kill everyone. But the dog will eat me whole, I'm guessing.
On my way.
My turn. Got it.
Here comes the punchline. Fyodor, fight for me too. Come on, Fyodor.
I always knew I'd die at a circus.
We need to close the damn door. I don't suppose they would know how to walk out. Let's hope they don't. And place something in front of it so he doesn't get an idea to walk in front. Maybe that would work. Damn, Displacer Beast knows what it's doing. It doesn't help, there's a bunch of innocent people around. Let's actually go with Cone of Cold. Not bad damage. Have you seen the movie Dungeons and Dragons? No, I haven't seen it yet. I should really watch it sometime though.
Moving.
This feels good.
Whoa, that was some nice damage.
This is gonna feel good.
We should really have blessed Karlak.
Heading there.
I think maybe we could do so. Maybe not. Right. Could I bless the weapon? Yeah, I can. That's pretty good.
Take two.
Maybe we could get it with the fireball. Man, that works actually. They saved. It was some awful damage. Damn it. The Displacer Beast illusion does any damage. It does do damage. It can't move though. That's the weakness, I guess. Disadvantage. Ah, because we're not tactician. Damn it.
Can you feel death's cold grip?
I think it's resistant to... No, it's actually not resistant. I guess I just rolled low on damage. What the hell is this? Another shapeshifter. Just no fire around, which is unfortunate. Guess I just moonbeam them. Take that. In the movie, the beast used his tentacles to make two illusions. Ah, I see. Let's kill this guy. Take that goddamned clown. Oh, he disappeared, which is good.
Covered.
Let's turn someone inside out.
Ah, damn it. It uses it on myself only.
On my way.
I can't attack him because he's inside the trap. I'd rather say Fyodor if I can. Did you refuse the Emperor's Stratpole? I still have it. It gives it to you if you don't want to use it right away. So he gives it like if you want to use it later, maybe you could. So you can use it if you want to. I thought it would change your appearance. It didn't. I haven't used it yet though. I want to complete the game without using any Tadpole powers. See what happens. I use it, but now Gale looks sickly. I see.
Blood in the
Feel my mistress's wrath.
They won't see this coming.
I pressed on the floor instead of the dinosaur.
A shapeshifter. What a pity. I thought we were killing a real clown.
A pity indeed. Doppelgangers.
Right away.
Let's see what he had. Clown Hammer. Whenever this weapon lands a critical hit, both target and attacker have to succeed a wisdom saving throw or be affected by fits of laughter. That's pretty fitting. I'll be going. See you another time. Have a nice day. Yeah, I'll be wrapping up the stream in a second here. See you, man. Let's read it. We see it in you. The thirst, the art, the passion. The trail of cold, bloody murder you have left in your track needs only the finishing touches to grant you a place among his favorite. But he requires something truly magnificent. A circus has appeared, boasting a collection of misfits and ragtags. But more importantly, a stage. Now comes the performance of your lifetime, and when the curtain falls, your tribunal will be watching. Ooh, menacing. Let's take the letter. I think I have to end the stream now. Tomorrow might be a bit longer than this, but I think this was long enough. Have to do some other stuff, for sure. It can't be all Baldur's Gate forever, I guess. We'll talk to this further fella. He's interesting because it's a Russian name. Why is a hobgoblin called that? I have no idea, but I guess we'll see. So thanks for watching. If you're watching live, maybe watching the one, always appreciated. And I'll see you tomorrow.